Welcome back. If there's anything that's still selling in real estate today, it's low-cost homes. And Shapoorji Pallonji's announcement last week that it had won big-ticket funding to enter the affordable housing segment shows that the sector is changing its supply to match demand. Earlier on, we spoke to Venkatesh Gopalakrishnan, Chief Investment Officer and President Business Development of Shapoorji Pallonji Real Estate, to understand their plans to build low-cost housing in India. Mr. Gopalakrishnan spoke to us about the contours of the investment and how it will be structured. Listen in.
The total quantum of the investment is US dollar 200 million, approximately 1250 crores of Indian rupees. This is an investment which is going to be made into a dedicated quality affordable housing business. And the entire investment is going to be utilized for acquisition of land and for preliminary costs for development.
How will the investment be utilized and what kind of development will you focus on?
The investment will be utilized for acquiring zoned and aggregated land parcels across the country. We have a clear geography strategy of acquiring 8 parcels in the top 8 cities, the outskirts of the top 8 cities in the first phase. And the business plan is to develop or acquire land parcels in micro markets which have a high concentration of end user demand, driven by manufacturing and IT, and also by the service sector. We are looking at land parcels between 10 acres to 40 acres to build about 1.5 million to 4 million square feet per project. We are looking at acquiring all these land parcels over, let's say, 2 years from now, and developing all the projects, which would be in the range of about 8 projects, about 8 years from now. So those are the contours of the business plan. We are very focused that we are going to concentrate on, let's say, a 15 to 50 lakh ticket size to start with. Obviously, that ticket size will increase going ahead, and we will concentrate on those pockets which have high end user demand.
15 to 50 lakh rupees is considered as the affordable housing bracket. Considering the slump in real estate, are you seeing value in affordable housing?
Yeah, so I'll tell you what, the demand, which is, let's say, driven by a 15 to 50 lakh ticket size, is largely the middle class and the lower middle class. Now, we should not underestimate the purchasing power of the middle class and the lower middle class. They are the engine drivers of the country's economy also. So going ahead, if one takes an 8 to 10 year perspective, we feel that the demand in this segment will be relatively robust. It will be a largely end user demand, and it will be firm demand. And given the fact that corporatized players like Shapoorji Pallonji coming in with these investors is going to offer a quality product to these end consumers, we feel that there will be a reasonable offtake of this demand.
Earlier efforts at affordable housing by players like Value and Budget Housing Corporation and others have looked at lower price points. How do your projects qualify as truly affordable?
So I'll tell you, affordable is a very kind of relative term. So it is certainly going to be affordable to the middle class. So, we are very clear that this is the range where it is not certainly in low cost housing. We are in the upper low cost and the middle class segment. So the demand is also there over there. It's true that the demand in the low cost is probably more, but I think the margins have to also be reasonable. So we have to balance out the demand as well as the margin, profitability margin for doing this business. And therefore, we have this unique opportunity of focusing on the middle class of quality affordable housing. And that's why we feel that there would be adequate demand in the 15 to 50 lakh segment.
And what about the process of identifying land parcels? Where all are you headed?
We certainly have started the process of identifying land parcels. In fact, we have been doing it for the last 2 years. We have 3 land parcels identified. One is in eastern India, one is in Bombay outskirts, and one is in Pune. And we are working on these land parcels, and we will offer them to the platform. Subject to the approval of investors, we hope to have about 8 million square feet out of the 20 million square feet tied up, let's say in the next 3 to 6 months. And we are looking to launch at least 2 of these projects in the next 6 to 8 months.
Okay, so that was Venkatesh Gopalakrishnan of Shapoorji Pallonji Real Estate talking about their plans to build homes costing 15 to 20 lakh rupees in Mumbai, Pune over the coming years. Speaking of homes that are easier on the budget, we have Zirakpur as a market and Anubhav Shakya would like to invest here. Hi Anubhav, how can we help you?
Hello ma'am. Actually, we are trying to buy a 3 BHK apartment in Leafstone Apartments. It's on Chandigarh-Patiala highway, but we are not sure if we'll get good returns for this project in the near future, like in the next 7 to 8 years.
Okay, so let's review this project and probably give you some more options. Samir.
Well, if you're looking at a 7 to 8 year period, definitely you should see a good amount of appreciation because the Zirakpur story and the Tri-City story should have played out by that time. There are a lot of infrastructure initiatives planned around those regions in the coming years and prices are still very attractive over here for you to make a good upside. The weighted average price is about 3,200 rupees a square foot here with 16% of price appreciation over 2.5 years or 6.4% on an annualized basis. The inventory overhang is also okay, it's a little higher, it's 28 months, so above the danger zone, but today markets are very slow. On the project that you shortlisted, trading between 2,600 and 2,700, the Leafstone is a good price point to get into because of it being much lower than the weighted average price in the market. Project is also located in Chandigarh-Patiala highway. Total project size is about 4 acres. Developers going to be offering possession in a couple of months' time, located 1.5 kilometers from VIP Road. This builder is also a well-known developer locally, but successfully has delivered few projects in Mohali, Ludhiana and Zirakpur. The project is also almost complete, so there is no execution risk whatsoever. In addition to that, you can consider 2 more projects, Savitri Greens by NK Sharma Group at 3,600 rupees. It's more expensive because the location is far more better. It's on Ghazipur Road, Zirakpur. Phase 1 is already delivered, whereas second phase is under construction. Amenities include an amphitheatre, pool deck, gyms, sport complex, etc. It also has an in-house shopping complex and is just 500 meters off the VIP road and 1.5 kilometers from the Ambala-Chandigarh Expressway. Lastly, another project that you can consider is SBP South City by Singla Builders and Promoters at 3,000 rupees. This project is a big project to spread over 10.5 acres with 500 odd apartments. The project is a recent construction and possession has just been offered. Families are in the process of moving in and 40 to 50% occupancy at present is going to be achieved. Swimming pool, sauna, steam, bath, jacuzzi, everything is there and only 500 meters from the Ambala-Chandigarh Expressway and Chandigarh Airport is only about 5 kilometers away from here.
Samir, your data is also reporting that these small markets in the Tri-City area, Zirakpur, Dera Basi, Kharar Banu Road, these are actually markets where the slowdown has led to a correction of 10 to 20%?
Yes, I would say across the board in tier 2 cities, there has been a correction of 10 to 20%. It's just not that these are isolated areas. In some cities, because of the slowdown, the correction has been far more than even 20%. Which presents an opportunity to get into the markets now and for a long period you can reap good rewards.
Okay, so an opportunity for you to buy even in the slowdown. Anubhav, we have 2 more options for you from Zirakpur, Savitri Greens by NK Sharma Group and the other one, look at SVP South City by Singla Builder and Promoters. Okay, the best real estate spots and the top-selling residential deals will continue on our North edition of the Property Show. After a short break, we'll come back with best residential projects on the Noida Expressway for a budget of 65 lakhs.